Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough for let's get this game going. The Bulldogs will kick it away to get this game going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the LSU Tigers offense comes on the field first today. And here comes one of the elite running backs in all of college football. When he gets the ball in his hands, it's just hold your breath time, Kirk. He's been electrifying.
He sure is. The embodiment of a superstar. The bona fide runner with ill intentions for the defense. This offense leans on him, and there aren't very many times that he doesn't come through for them.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense has got the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He's got some room. Can he get there? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. And the Bulldogs looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Dogs.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Great swings at the 40. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
He's running out of time here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollock, who had as good a career.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. And here comes the punter onto the field.
17.
The amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, here comes the reverse. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made on the right side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Trucks through the defender. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And the tailback's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Trying to make the first with a wide receiver run. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, thinking back on our conversation this week with the defensive coordinator, this is the type of play that should not surprise him. He expected different playmakers getting the football in this game, and yet his defense, they looked a little bit lost, and it cost him there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's White. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. The Dogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. 3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
Georgia 7, LSU 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Caught quickly. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Here's the punt, high in the air. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the out route.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Let's see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A quick throw out left, complete. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Just ran away from the defense. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker room.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
The pass rush closing in. And he's got it. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They make the extra point. The trail 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's White. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Now it's 2nd down here. And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The turtle brought down. Sets up the next drive. So it's first down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Throws it to the right. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back. Getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Watkins. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And this offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Handoff to the back. Important second down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. And the wideout goes in motion. He'll hand it off. Running through the tackle.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it second and medium. Ball handed off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. They weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. They stop him, but it's a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Blocked in the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down. The Bulldogs looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Well, still plenty of work here to do now on 2nd down and goal. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Touchdown, Georgia. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
That makes the score. Georgia 35, LSU 13.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense ready to start this drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He's brought down out at the 46. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Gives it to the back. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball. To go 41.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want. Whenever.
That completion makes it second and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down. And the Bulldogs come up to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground here. They can't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And this one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Makes a quick grab.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Empty backfield, offense spreading the field to 5 wide. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's looking deep here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Looking to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Dogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And they've got the returner corralled. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's an important first down on that running play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down.
This powerful running into the secondary. Touchdown, Georgia. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
LSU 20.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And the offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On the run, it's Knight. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout, Georgia.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He makes the grab. So a big gain there. They finally make the tackle, but that will wrap this one up as the clock runs out. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.